Today we'll be covering the hot topic one-on-one with Paula and Cizo regarding the huge shortage of early childhood educators across Canada, and especially in Ontario, where it's estimated that there's a shortage of over 8,500 of these positions. How will this affect immigration? How can this create an opportunity for you as foreign applicants to utilize this for your Canadian immigration? The cost, the timelines to study this program, what you can expect after graduation, plus a lot more. Hello, Paula. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, Reza. Hello, everybody. So my name is Paula. I'm part of English education team, but I'm also studying an ECE program in Moncton. So I'm here to share my experience with you all.
Perfect, Paula. Since you've been going through the early childhood education career path yourself as an international student inside Canada, which means you're the best source of information anyone can rely on to explain all we need to know about this subject. Not me, not lawyers, not other consultants, but you, the actual international student who's going through it and experiencing it firsthand.
My name is Reza and I work with the Ingwe immigration team helping applicants move to Canada. Whether it's for yourself, your kids, your business, or all of the above, we do make it happen. Let me make this clear. I'm not an actual full-time YouTuber, but I work hands-on with our licensed team, working on actual applications and communicating within the immigration department and overseas embassies on a daily basis, representing our clients. These videos are made for the purpose of sharing our hands-on immigration knowledge with our worldwide audience. And if you're thinking about immigrating to Canada, well, we can help. Get a free email assessment by filling out the form below this video for eligible applicants.
Let's start with the basics, Paula. Please explain to me and our audience today what somebody working as an ECE, early childhood educator, is expected to do.
So yes, an ECE teaches children from 0 to 12 years old. So our job is to stimulate their learning process through activities, through play. Play is very, very important. And the idea is to develop their intellectual, physical, and emotional growth. So our role is essential in children's learning process, because they have to feel comfortable, like feel secure, to be happy to learn. And then of course for parents it's very important, because like they need to also do their daily activities, like take some time for themselves, and like knowing that we are caring for them, that we are certified.
Paula, why is there a shortage of ECE or early childhood educators in Canada right now?
Okay, so there is rising need for ECE professionals in all of Canada, because there's an investment that has been done by the federal government of about $30 billion over 5 years to improve the childcare system. So the idea is that they managed to go into like childcare facilities. So provinces are now providing financial support to make childcare more affordable. So this help that the federal government is giving is making this possible. We need more people that work in these institutions. The government actually reached an agreement with all of the provinces. So by the end of 2022, childcare fees will be reduced by an average of 50%. Like in 2025 or 2026, childcare fees will be an average of $10 a day. Approximately 4 in 10 parents who were using childcare in early 2022 reporting having had difficulties finding childcare. That was similar to what happened before, like the pandemic.
So Paula, why has Ontario come out and declared this expected shortage of over 8,500 early childhood educator positions, and how does it compare to other provinces in Canada?
The government estimates that Ontario could be short of early childhood educators because of this $10 a day program. There is about 4,200 new students enrolling in early childhood education programs each year, and the idea is that like we get even more.
Paula, is there a shortage of early childhood educators across all provinces in Canada?
Yeah, so most provinces do need ECEs at the moment. There has been like some studies done about that. The main provinces that need ECEs like urgently are like Quebec, for example, Prince Edward Island, New Brunswick, Ontario and Alberta were the least likely to be in need compared to those provinces, but still like we know that there's like a growing need into the future. Yeah.
Paula, let's get down to the details. I'm a potential applicant from overseas, let's say. What do I need to become an early childhood educator in Canada? And what kind of profile should somebody have who's considering this as a career path?
So having an interest in children's education is of course very important. Their development has to be of your interest. It's not a job that you just do for a paycheck and to get money. You need to be motivated for their well-being, their happiness, for their learning process. So you're like an essential component of all of that. The ideal program of study is a 2 years diploma. It is also very important that you are patient, empathic, creative. Those are like essential components. We have to be constantly developing activities, learning games. You need to understand that we're working with children, so very sensitive beings that are very receptive to all of our interactions. Of course, if you finish your high school, then you should have at least like a GPA of 50%. If you're a mature student, if you've already worked, for example, in social work or in the health sector, this can also be an option for you. Changing careers is a possibility, but the idea is that you do have like some background in education or maybe some voluntary work.
Paula, what are the language requirements to start studying to become an early childhood educator in Canada?
For most ECE programs, an IELTS of 6.5 or a TOEFL 80 is needed. Some colleges also accept Duolingo exam, so a 115. And if you don't really have the level yet, you can also study English Pathway program that will allow you to study maybe about 8 weeks from home, online, and like get the level reached. And you'll probably be able to like go into the program directly without passing one of those exams. So you can always contact us to find out about those programs.
Perfect. How much, Paula, can one expect to spend on tuition and other education costs to become an early childhood educator?
We can find different programs. So in smaller provinces, you can find programs for about like 9,500, 10,000 if you're thinking about New Brunswick maybe. But if you're thinking about Ontario or BC, you have to like consider a 14,000, 16,000 per year for the tuition fees. And then you also have to consider the resources that you need for your expenses, so about 10,000 Canadian dollars at least.
Paula, what modules or courses do they cover during these early childhood educator programs in Canada?
You'll be working on child development, so from conception to age 2, and also from preschool to age 12, orientation to community service. Very importantly, you'll be working in observation and documentation, planning for literacy, guiding children positively, as we were mentioning earlier. So that's one of the main subjects, inclusive education, and strategies for seeking employment later on. So there's like a variety of courses, very rich and interesting.
How long does it to actually become a practicing early childhood educator inside Canada?
The admission process can take about 2 or 3 months. It is important to apply as soon as you can because all of these processes take quite a while. And once the admission process is complete, you're going to start your study permit process. And once you submit your application, that's going to take about 12 weeks. That depends on the country, so it can take a bit more than that. You can study either 1 year or 2 years course, but the idea is that you study the 2-year course so you can obtain the post-graduation work permit. That will allow you to work in the field for a while, and so you have time to request your permanent residency.
Paula, what is the salary somebody can expect working as an ECE or early childhood educator?
Most provinces are like working on improving wages for ECEs. In Ontario specifically, the government and the province agreed to like boost the minimum wage to $18 an hour, and eventually that will increase to $25 an hour. The idea is that there will be a $1 increase per year because we need people to stay in the profession and they need to be rewarded. For example, if we think about BC, if you have a degree, we can consider a range of $20 to $30. If you have a diploma, maybe $16 to $27. If you're working especially with like toddlers, you can get at $22 an hour. There's also like the option for special needs educators, so about $22 as well.
So what can somebody who completed the course or is planning to complete it in the future, Paula, expect as their career path in this profession as an early childhood educator in Canada?
There are good career opportunities available for those who study an early childhood education program. You can work as a childcare professional. You can work in early learning and childcare centers, but then you can also work in schools because it pays better. There are also options of, for example, setting up an early learning and childcare home center or working in private homes. So it depends of what you want to do, but of course, the more qualified you are, the better, and you'll probably earn also a better salary.
Paula, many prospective students and applicants outside of Canada are wondering how can they obtain their Canadian permanent residency through these programs that you just described and working and studying as an early childhood educator.
Once you're already working with your PGWP, your postgraduation work permit, you'll be able to secure your PR. However, a couple of provinces that have specific PR pathways for early childhood educators. In Nova Scotia, you do need a full-time permanent job, and in British Columbia as well. In Ontario, we're expecting that to happen soon, so you'll probably have to go through the international student stream, so an employer would have to sponsor you, or if you go through the foreign skilled worker stream, the federal program, such as Express Entry, that would be another option. The main thing is that there's lots of opportunities for working. That is the main requirement when you're thinking about permanent residency.
I agree with you, Paula. Work experience is a critical part of the path to PR. So last question, Paula, I promise. Are you enjoying your studies right now in the EC program while you're in Canada?
Yes, of course. It's a great program. I really like this field. So learning about children development and also how to guide them positively, it's great. I really like it so far. I'm also studying in French, so people that speak French have very good opportunities because most provinces, I think, they do have job opportunities for French speakers, especially in education. So yes, it's been a great opportunity for learning and improving my skills.
Thank you, Paula, for joining us today and explaining this great opportunity for international students and overseas applicants who are interested to become early childhood educators inside Canada.
Great, Reza. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm very happy to share my experience with you all. It's a great program. There's lots of job opportunities. I do hope that all of you are encouraged to think about this option of studying early childhood education, not only because it has great benefits, but because it's also very rewarding. We expect you to contact us if you're interested, and we'll be able to guide you.
If you're thinking about immigrating to Canada, whether permanent or temporarily through a study permit or finding a great job opportunity in the early childhood education sector or other programs, well, you're at the right place. Here with Paula and our great team here at Immigrate Canada, we can only guarantee you one point. You will know what to expect, the entire process clearly laid out for you, all the risks identified, including costs. There will be no surprises in terms of expenses or costs, just results. Click the link below this video and get a free email assessment for eligible applicants. And if you're ready to apply, well, you can book a one-on-one session with me or Paula or any of our immigration team members at Inway using the consultation link in the description of this video. And if you have questions, remember, we're here weekly, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram every Thursday at 11 a.m., where we answer all of your Canadian immigration questions for free on the spot. Subscribe to our channel, where we are regularly releasing updated videos and information on all subjects related to immigration. Take care, everyone, and see you next Thursday on our live session.
Bye-bye, everybody. See you soon.